What is up, y'all? We are live. How's everybody doing tonight? We got Charlie List here. Hashtag gone wishing. Hey everyone, and Dank Tanks was waiting. Daryl Deemer says hello. Big E says hey. And Michael Trevino is in the house with the yo yo yo. What is up, guys? What an eventful day I had. I took off first thing this morning with my second to the oldest daughter's cat. She's moving into an apartment and she can't have pets. So my sister, who lives 6 hours away, was going to be coming about halfway up into Missouri for my niece's concert today. And I took off this morning, headed down there with that cat, and he's an escape artist. He got out and started running around and came up front with me and about made me run off the road. It was crazy. And on the way back, I stopped by a little mom and pop LFS and picked up a couple of really nice pieces of driftwood. And lady took down all my information. She said that her guy that does all of her breeding is quitting her, and she was asking if I could supply her with cherry shrimp and common bristlenose once a month, and I was like, well, possibly. And yeah, so I thought that was kind of cool. How's everybody doing? Nobody's talking in the chat, so I'm hoping my sound is going and stuff. Everybody lurking. I know it's kind of early to talk about this, but Mr. Dank Tanks is going on live after me with Jeremy from Sergeant Tank Pets. So I'm really kind of looking forward to that one. Daryl says he can hear me. How you doing, Daryl? Nobody's talking in the chat, so I was just thinking that no one could hear me. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. It's about dart frogs, I think, which I haven't ever gotten into reptiles or anything, but I'm anxious to see what's going on with it. Doing good. I gotta answer my son back. Michael Trevino says, doing some much needed maintenance. Well, the only good thing about being on the road all day long today was I didn't have to do much work, just drive. 7 hours of driving. So that's the only good thing about it. The bad part about it is I've still got 2 videos to make tomorrow, start to finish. Well, one of them's close to being done, but I don't even know where I'm at on my water changes either. I think I've got 4 or 5 tanks that I need to change water in tomorrow. Romaine Paul's here. He says, hey, how's it going, Romaine Paul? The chat is dead. There's 5 people watching. What is up, guys? How's it going? I did get some cool fish in this week. The ones I talked about the other night on the other night's stream, they're dwarf gouramis and they're pretty nice. And then I got some really awesome plecos Thursday. Peter is here. He says, hi Jeff. Hey Peter. Master Beta is here. Hey guys. Michael says he's gonna share. Thank you. Peter says, is that vodka or water, Jeffro? It's water. Yeah, I had to quit the hard stuff years ago, man. I'm telling you, the vodka and the whiskey and all that kind of stuff doesn't it doesn't do well with me. So, yeah, I'm just on the old water tonight. Is the picture okay? It says that my stream health is in the yellow. So, just wondering about that. Romaine Paul says, I got about a year-old huge female albino bristlenose pleco for $6 today. That is sweet. That is sweet. Congrats, man. Peter says, I'm on the program as well, Jeffro. HC Aqua is in the house. Yo, what is up, everyone? And Peter says the pick is fine. Priscilla's here. Welcome, Priscilla. I don't know what your emoji is, but welcome. And Michael is back. Romaine Paul says stream is actually better than normal. Well, maybe the picture and the sound. But yeah, like I was saying, Dank, he was here earlier, and I mean, he was texting me before I went on and everything, so Dank knows that we're on. I don't know what's up with Dank. Maybe he's clearing his throat and getting all ready for his live stream that he's going to do after mine. That's probably what it is. He's sitting there preparing. I don't know how their stream is going to go or how it's set up, what all they're going to do, but I'm excited about it. Peter says, I finished my fish room rack today. I will be setting it up shortly. Awesome. What kind of fish rack did you do, man? And then Priscilla says, Michael made me join the stream. Well, thanks. I appreciate it. Thanks, Michael. Michael says, Romaine Paul, good stream, still goofy host. Yeah, no doubt. HC asks, Dank is going live. Dank is going live with Jeremy from Sergeant Tank Pets right after me. They're going live right as soon as my stream is over. They're going live. So they're going to do some kind of a Google Hangout. You know, Dank, I think, is in New York or something like that. But it's about dark frogs. Priscilla says, oh well, it's Saturday. Partay. Yeah, I agree. Romaine Paul said, you should shave your beard if you hit 10K. Well, it'll be a while before I hit 10K. Michael says, had to twist her arm, and Lumpy Dog is in the house. Welcome, Lumpy Dog. And Peter says, I purchased a 5-level rack from Sam's. It has the ability to hold 12 10-gallon tanks. Awesome. Michael Trevino asks, hey Jeff, what's that thing you hook all your airlines up to? Well, even though you put me on the spot, I know tonight I can gladly say that is a manifold. And I don't know why, but it happened on both of my live streams. It happened both times on a live stream. I kept on wanting to call it a diaphragm, and then the one I was like, for lack of a better term, gosh, I can't even remember what I was calling it now. Now I'm remembering manifold and forgetting what I was calling it. Michael says he's proud of me. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks. You know, public shaming does a lot for a person. It's just one of those type of deals where you know what it is in your head, but you just can't spit it out. Priscilla says, I'm moving things around, but I'll listen till the audio goes out. Hey, good one, good one. That is a good one, Priscilla. I think I've got all that. Well, I've said that before too, but I think I've got all those bugs worked out. So hopefully we don't have that anymore, knock on wood. But yeah, this little LFS that I stopped at today, yeah, it's National Pick on Jeff Day. You know, they were really lacking on their bristlenose. So once I get my common bristlenose really going, she said that she would take some off of me once a month. So, and then my shrimp, I've kind of held off on letting any shrimp go here lately to my local fish store. But yeah, maybe work something out with her. She's a little ways out there, and I'm not really ready to start shipping fish or anything like that yet. So it might be one of those type of deals. She said she comes close to my area quite a bit, so we'll just see how that works. Flynn's Fish Forum says hi /. And Romaine Paul says, hey Flynn. I think, if I remember right, Romaine Paul is a teenager as well, Flynn. I don't know. But if I remember right, Romaine Paul's been a subscriber for quite a while. Yeah, Michael says you want some bristlenose. Yeah, I don't even have, I mean, I've got some that I could get rid of, but I'm trying to grow my colony to see what I've got first. I don't have anything that I can really unload yet. Actually, I've got a long ways to go on them. You know, I don't even have adults yet. Lumpy Dog says, wish I had somewhere to buy some nice plecos from. Have a need for a few small ones to grow out. Yeah, I've got like 30, and I don't know where you're at, Lumpy Dog, but I got mine when they were like 1.5 inches long, gave to me, and I found them on one of those Facebook fish groups that's in a town probably about 1.5 hours away from me. I just happened to be on Facebook at the same time that that guy listed them, and he just said free to a good home, and I just sent him back real quick. He just said bristlenose, and I said what kind, because I was looking for others, you know. I was looking for some albino males and different things like that, and he said they were commons, and I said how many you got, and he said, you know, a dozen at first, and then on my way there he said there could be 2 dozen, and then he said I don't know how many there are, and there were 30 commons, and there was 1 super red, and there was 1 calico, and you know, those marketplace places and Craigslist, different things like that's where you're going to find your plecos for local, you know, or you know, you had to go on Aquabid, but you know, the local, without having to pay shipping, just drive a little bit to get them. Let's see. Flynn's Fish Forum says, I'm setting up my paludarium tomorrow. Awesome. That is cool. That's exciting. Priscilla MK Art says, oh, hey, I saw the Galaxy Pleco, but the sand is black and the background is black only. Saw the white seam. Cool. Yeah, it's scary whenever they're gone for that long. I learned my lesson after I let that one baby loose in that 40-gallon breeder, that I'm going to grow them out a ways. I got some other plecos this week too, and I put them in a 10-gallon tank as well. And you know, those bare bottom 10-gallon tanks, I put some hides in there so they're hidden a little bit, but it doesn't take very long to walk around a 10-gallon tank and find them. But when that one was loose in that 40-gallon breeder for a whole week, I was beginning to wonder, you know, but there was so much for it to eat in there. I mean, it's a planted aquarium, you know, lots of wood, leaf litter. I mean, there is tons of stuff in there for it. So Romaine Paul says, I need your L182s, Michael, with the smiley face. Michael Trevino, wonder who could help you out, Lumpy Dog. Yeah, Lumpy Dog, if you want some common bristlenose, I'm sure Michael would make you a heck of a deal, and he's getting pretty good at shipping. I seen another L182 unboxing from someone that got some plecos from Michael this week. They shouted me out on their channel. They said the video that they watched of me unboxing them, when they seen the contrast between the white starlight pattern, they knew right then and there they had to get some, and they ordered some from Michael, and they came in, and it's Prolific Breed, I think is who it is, but he even linked my video in his description and everything. I thought that was pretty cool. Romaine Paul, email me if you wanna. Fish Out of Water is here. Didn't even see you there, man. Awesome. Fish Out of Water says, there's the man. There's the man. Uh, Lumpy Dog says, you have tons. What? I would have never guessed. Michael Trevino doesn't scream pleco breeder. Yeah. Dank Tanks is finally here. Only 15 minutes in. What was you doing, Dank? Was you warming up the pipes, clearing the throat, getting ready for your live stream? Priscilla says, Mile High Plecos is better to go to for your pleco needs. Yeah. Michael Trevino, I know, my name is all messed up. Mile High Trebecos. Priscilla says, oh Dank, are you ready for Jerome? Romaine Paul says, I think your stream is behind. Yeah, I just read slow, Romaine. I'm just up reading the chat, and then see whenever I get off on a tangent, kind of like right now, and I start talking about something, I pick up back where I left off instead of, because like I would have missed Fish Out of Water, and Fish Out of Water, he was a regular there at the beginning, and now he gets here every once in a while, and it's kind of nice to see him, and I would have missed him if I wouldn't have went back up. So yeah. Michael Trevino says, I had someone contact me through Instagram from your video today, Jeff. Awesome. That is good news, man. Yeah, the video's still doing good. It's, you know, up over 100 views now, so. Romaine Paul says, I guess not. Michael Trevino, I can't wait for Dank to puke on camera. Yeah, I was talking to him the other day, and he said he was pretty nervous, and, you know, I don't really know what to do for nervousness. The only thing that ever really makes me nervous, yeah, booze. That's it. Dank, cheese and booze. That's what you got to do. The only thing that makes me nervous is when everything doesn't work right. Flynn's Fish Forum says, editing is so boring. It can be. I worked on a thumbnail last weekend for like 2 hours, and it's all because I don't want to buy like some type of editing software for thumbnails, you know, like Adobe Photoshop or something like that, you know, that because I wanted to do like around my image, I wanted to do a solid color behind me, and I actually did it old school in the paint shop. And I went in there, and it took 3 hours to get that thumbnail done. So yeah, I hear you, Flynn. You know, it can get boring for sure. Lumpy Dog says, oops, tried to search Mile High Plecos on Facebook, but got Mile High Gentlemen's Club instead. Oops-a-daisy. Oops-a-daisy. Yeah, there's a wheelchair manufacturer that makes these wheelchairs called Jazzy, and the name of the company is Pride, and I just Google searched Pride one time, and it pulled up all kinds of off-color stuff, I guess you would say. Fish Tropic is in the house. I didn't even notice you were here, buddy. Welcome. Michael Trevino says, that place is cool. Priscilla asks if I have wisteria, and I do not have any wisteria at all. Terry's Tropical Tanks are here, or is here, and he says both are cool. Yeah, Michael's backtracking now. He says, I mean, I don't know what that is. His wife must be watching. Yep, hey Fish Tropic. And Bob Steenfot from Steenfot Aquatics is here. Hello everyone. He just dropped his brand new camera in a fish tank earlier. Did anybody else know that? I don't stalk him on Facebook or anything. I just went on Facebook for the first time earlier, and I'm pretty sure he dropped his new G7X right in an aquarium, and he probably ruined it. Priscilla says, I need lots of it. Well, I've got probably a truckload full of guppy grass. I've been building it up. Well, I was going to be selling it to my LFS, and he didn't like buying it. He wants to he took some home to try to grow it himself, because I was in there bragging at how good it grows for me. So that kind of slowed it down for me on the guppy grass. But I plan on putting a bunch of it in these summer tubs that I'm going to start. And next weekend, no matter what, I'm going to get a bunch of guppy grass out of here. But I've got tons of ram's horn snails that are driving me crazy in guppy grass. If you ever email me or DM direct message on Instagram your address, and I'll get some of that sent out to you, and I'll let you know ahead of time before I do it. But because I remember one time you were talking about guppy grass, and then Michael said that you like ram's horn snails because you got some puppers, and I can help you out. Hey, that would be cool. And we could do one of those type of deals where I send you the the guppy grass and the ram's horn snails now, and then whenever I come out this summer, I could maybe pick out an endler or two. That would be cool. That's a good trade. I love endlers, and if I remember right, it seems like you got tiger endlers. I can't remember though. Michael Trevino says, Bob breaks camera and Jeff laughs. Yeah, it's not funny because those cameras, I can't remember exactly. I know I was pricing them, and because I wanted to get one, because my camera, it was all the big craze when I got it. I've got one of those Canon 80Ds, and it's nice, don't get me wrong, but it's so heavy and big and bulky, and I would love to get a G7X, and I think the last time I was pricing them, it was like 800 or more or something like that. I can't remember, but it's like throwing $800 into the trash, I mean, it's not really funny, but Bob knows that I'm not really making fun of him. But I am. Daryl says, did you try placing it in rice like Jimmy suggested? Yeah. I know I've saved some cell phones that way before too. Pull the battery and drop it in some rice to try at least. Romaine Paul, your camera is an 80D, right, Jeffro? Yes, it's a Canon 80D. Michael says he has guppy grass. I'll probably end up getting some of that frog bit from you. I know that whenever you shipped your first plecos out, you had a care package with it, and gummy bears and frog bit and something else. I don't know how many plecos you got to order to get some of those, but maybe this summer when I'm out there I can get some frog bit off of you. Yeah, Priscilla takes snails too. Bob says it's getting a rice bath now. Yep, that's about the only thing a person can do, and hope for the best. Romaine Paul says it's like a camera spa. Put a cucumber over the lens. Yep. I automatically, whenever I read that, I was thinking, is he just now filming his video for Monday? Which I don't have my video filmed for Monday. I've got my video filmed for next Thursday and the following Monday, but I gotta film Monday's video. You guys need to really make for sure and come by for Monday's video, because I am doing a giveaway, and that's what Monday's video is about. So it's a good idea to make for sure and come by and watch my video for Monday, because it will tell you how to enter and all that kind of stuff. I'm getting close to 500 subscribers. I think I'm like 30 away, and every year I put a goal for my channel, and this year my only real true goal this year is to hit 1,000 subscribers. And I thought it was probably time, because the giveaway that I do is not just a one and done giveaway. It goes for like 2 weeks, and it brings people to my channel, and it brings views to my videos and all kinds of different stuff, and you'll know more about it. I'll explain more about it on Monday's video. But yeah, Lumpy Dog says 471 at the moment. Yeah, and the biggest reason why I wanted to do a giveaway right now and run it for a couple of weeks is by the end of May I want to for sure be halfway to the 1,000 subscribers. And last year I did a giveaway just like this, and I think I gained like 75 subscribers in 2 weeks. Now the only problem with that was you know, the lady who won it, it kind of stunk, because the lady who won it was one of those type of people who enters giveaways all the time, and that kind of stunk. So this giveaway is going to be fish keeping hobby related. So if there's anybody that sees it on Instagram that is just one of those giveaway entry people, they're not going to want it because it's not up their alley. So that's what I'm hoping for anyhow. So pay for shipping and I'll send as much as I can fit in the box. It'd probably be pretty cheap actually, but I can wait. Steenfod Aquatic says, I try to keep my videos as close to real time as possible. Yeah, I know. There has been some times where it's made me feel a little weird being out there, but at the same time, I try to stay for sure a week ahead, just because every once in a while I leave town for the weekend, and that's when I make my videos. It'd almost be too impossible for me to make my videos during the week right now, but I see what you say there, because yeah, you start talking about something in one of your live streams and you're like, well, that video isn't coming out for like 3 weeks. And yeah, it's like a little game that I'm walking on the tight wire right now with, and it is a little weird sometimes, because like I'll tell somebody that, you know, I got some awesome plecos in today, but then the video doesn't come out for, you know, almost 2 weeks. So I see what you mean there. I do agree. It needs to be a little tighter. There for a while I was like 3 weeks ahead, which felt good because you know, I was caught up with work and I didn't feel like I needed to rush so hard. But I like to be making the next week's videos on the weekend if I can, you know, but we'll see how it goes. I've been doing it for a couple of months now, and I just don't want to get behind and be making videos in a short notice. Let's see here. It wasn't recording when it fell in. I love that video when you overfill the tank. That one I've watched multiple times. Terry's Tropical Tank says, when I started doing fishing videos, I lost 3 cameras in 3 weeks in lakes. I almost wound up divorced. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can't say that I have done that yet. Knock on wood. I'm trying to think of anything like that that has happened to me. Yeah, that's bad. Fish Tropic says, hit that thumbs up. Thanks, Fish Tropic. The likes do help. Jose Rivera, can I keep 2 breeding group together in the same tank with a divider? Not much room in my apartment. LOL. 2 breeding groups together in the same tank with a divider. Not much room in my apartment. Well, it pretty much depends on what kind of a fish it is, Jose, and how big of a tank it is. But excuse me, it shouldn't be a problem. It just really depends on, you know, what size of tank and what type of fish it is and how big they get, and if that much room is okay for them or not. Prolific Breed is here. He says, hi Jeffro, and hi everyone. I watched your video the other day on your L182 unboxing, and I appreciate you shouting me out on there, and it made me feel pretty good that you watched my video and it made you want to buy a pleco, and they are awesome. So Mr. B's Fishing Things is here, and he says, good day. What is up, Mr. B's? Welcome. Bob says, breaking my camera turned my 15-minute video into a 5-minute video. LOL. Yep, that'll do it. That'll do it, because I've even you know, I've got one of those Rode mics with like one of those wind screens over it, one of those big furry ones, you know. And sometimes whenever I'm pointing the camera at the aquarium and I'm talking, I'll turn that mic backwards towards me because it's a directional. And sometimes I forget to turn it back around and it makes my audio a little off, and I could see how a different camera would make it off too. And it's like, I'm not going back and refilm it at all. So I know exactly what you're talking about there, Bob. Master Beta. Oh, Prolific Breed says, I know the feeling. I was behind them, now ahead. Okay, gotcha. Master Beta, I don't think I'm subbed on my other channel. Be right back. Lumpy Dog, I'm up on a tightrope. One side's hate and one is hope. It's a circus game with you and me. Yeah, it is. Prolific Breed says, "Ha, you're a pleco enabler." And Jose Rivera says, "Thank you. You're welcome, buddy." And Joel from Corvus Oskin is here. He says, "Hey, hey, hey, hey!" Exclamation mark. Jeffroz! Exclamation mark. What is up, Joel? Hopefully you're feeling better, buddy. I know you weren't feeling the best in the world the other day, but hopefully you're back to your old dapper self. And V-Stag is here, and he says hi all, and he waved at us. Well, hello V-Stag, welcome. Thanks for stopping in. Fish Tropic says, what fish do you prefer fishing for, Jeff? My favorite fish to fish for is catfish. I used to go with buddies years ago, and we would probably leave around 10 o'clock or so, and we would fish with chicken livers all night long. And one night, one of my most exciting catfishing trips, I didn't even catch a catfish, but at like 3 in the morning, I was reeling up from the bottom of a big pond. We was in a little flat bottom boat, and I was reeling up from the bottom, and I had a treble hook on with the chicken liver, and I just was reeling it in to just check the bait. And it got about halfway up, and I locked on to a 5-pound largemouth bass at 3 o'clock in the morning on chicken livers. So I love to trout fish. I did a lot of trout fishing growing up. I love to bass fish, but I would say my favorite fish to fish is catfish, and I love to eat catfish. Nothing like a catfish fry. Mob Guppy is here, and he says, hi everybody. Well, hello Mob Guppy. And Bare Bottom Aquariums is here. Hey everybody. Michael Trevino says that he's Prolific Breed. I don't get that one, but oh, thank God he is Prolific Breed. That's funny. Mob Guppy says hi to Joel. Yeah, Joel stops in here, Bob stops in here, and Jeremy from Sergeant Tank Pet stops in here. We've had Jimmy, we've had Flynn, we've had Corey from Aquarium Co-op. Let's see, who else have we had in here? Yeah, haven't seen Rob from Flip Aquatics or anything like that. Rob is subscribed to me, but yeah. They stop in here quite often. That's how I knew that Joel was sick. Wednesday night I live streamed and Joel stopped in and he had to get off. He thought he was coming down with the flu. Hey, FU2 is here. Been a while since I used this account. I had 1,264 notifications. Nice. That'll do it. That'll do it. Mr. B says, we ice fish here, and you know, when I moved up to Iowa, my ex-wife's grandpa offered to take me a couple of times, and me and him just never did get going. I do have some buddies that they do ice fish up here, and they do really well. We get quite thick, or we get quite a bit of thick ice here, so yeah, I just never have got to do it yet. Peter says, I want to see Dank Tank's video. I can't find the channel. I don't know if you're talking about the the live stream that's coming up, but that will be on Sergeant Tank Pets right after me. But Dank Tank's channel is just Dank Tanks. And then Peter, if you go up in the chat and find Dank, you know, you can hit those 3 little dots to the right of his chat, and it will say go to channel, and that will shoot you over to his channel, and then you can look for whatever video you're looking for. Corvus Oskin Joel says, feeding my doggies. Michael says Rob's a hater. Aussie Shed Aquatic says, hey Jeffro, just doing some fish shed maintenance while listening to you on the stereo in Queensland, Australia. Cheers, mate. Keep the great work up. Well, that means a lot to me. I bet you it's like 11 a.m. on Sunday there, because I've got another guy from Australia that's on my channel, and I always live stream at 8 p.m. Central Standard here in U.S., and it's like 11 o'clock. So you've got a good day planned, it sounds like there, and thanks for coming and stopping in and saying hi. Let's see here. Mr. B says all the cool cats hanging at Jeffroz. Yep. Dank's here. Welcome back, Dank. Joel says, I did get the flu. I died. I'm resurrected. That's funny, man. Can't kill a good man. Lumpy Dog. Is it just me, or is Amanda the brains of Flip Aquatics and Rob is just the pretty face that sells the shrimp? Yep, that's it, man. That's it. He's a busy man, though. You know, if you really think about it, they don't have a very big staff, and he's got the YouTube channel to go with it, too. And, you know, he's a busy guy. So I was just mentioning, well, actually, I was trying to think if he had been by any of my streams. Peter says, okay. Mr. B's Fishing Thing says, LOL, Lumpy Dog, that may be true. Let's see here. MJ Aquatics. Hoy, Jeffroz and Fish Fam. Well, hello, MJ Aquatics. Prolific breed. For catfish, you just cast and chill, right? Most of the time, yeah, what I kind of like to do is I kind of like to cast out and leave them set, and then try some other fishing for a little bit until it gets real late. And yeah, it is a pretty chill time. But Terry's Tropical Tank says, I've been missing Joel's live streams while stuck on 12-hour shifts at work. Yeah, I've been missing, Joel's are a little bit earlier, so I hardly ever miss those. But right now I am in, been coaching Little League, and I'm missing Bob Steenfott's streams. And I'm going to miss Mondays again this week. I missed Monday and Thursday. I at least trying to stop in and say hey real quick, but I know what you mean there, man. It kind of stinks because they're uplifting, you know. I mean, they're a lot of fun. Lumpy Dog says, if you're looking for Dank, just look at 1/8 inch from the gutter. He's usually pretty close to it. Spanking Dank. Yep. And Aussie says 11:30 a.m., 27 degrees Celsius. Thanks, mate. And Dank's wondering if Lump is going to the ALA. I really wish I could go. I could probably go on that Sunday. That'd be a really quick trip because actually I've got that Monday off, but I would probably have to make my kids miss school on that Monday because I think Sunday is the auction, so that'd be kind of nice to go to that, but I can't go on that Saturday. Let's see here. Lumpy says not confirmed yet, but most likely. Mr. B's Fishing Thing says hit that like, folks. Heck, hit the dislike if you have to. Just hit one of them. That's right, man. Thank you. Dank says, who you going to meet? I know Corey's going to be there. He's going to have a talk, and I can't, it's probably about live bearers. I was going to say I can't remember what the topic is. It is a live bearer convention. Romaine Paul says, have you thought of getting wild live bearers? I have. I've thought of that quite a bit, actually. There's some pretty awesome ones. There's some that get really huge. Um, I know Lucas was talking about some that he had gotten not too long ago. Um, I think I'm going to probably hold off until after summer tubbing's over with. Because, like I said, I did talk to a LFS today that would like some guppies. She's losing her guy that does her guppies and her shrimp and her plecos. And I've got enough shrimp right now to keep her going. Um, but my bristlenose, I've still got some of those growing out, and they're not even breeding yet. They're not even really mature enough to breed yet, so that's down the road. And then I want to make my guppies kind of go wild in some summer tubs this summer, see how that goes, because in order to really breed live bearers really good, you've got to have multiple tanks of them. You got to have them all split up and control it and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know yet. I'm not really necessarily running out of room. I've got 2 empty 40-gallon breeders, and I've got 7 empty 10-gallon tanks. So I mean, I could, if I see something, I might. Let's see here. Joel says, which button should I be hitting? Well, I don't know, buddy. Any of them that you want. Just pick one. Dank, I've got no plans or arrangements yet. Terry says, I'm going to miss the ALA and the Michigan Guppy Show this year. Yeah, I missed my, I had a big swap a couple hours away. Oh, it's been 2 weeks ago now, or maybe 3 weeks ago now, and I missed it, and I seen all kinds of pictures afterwards, and it made me jealous. We got a big snowstorm that morning, and the weatherman was talking about it being worse than what it was, and I was watching the weather and the news, and it wasn't sounding good, the road that I was going to have to take. Well, I don't mind driving on snow on the interstate, but you have to go slower, and that can turn a 2-hour drive into a 4-hour drive, and I missed it. It kind of stunk. I think I've got one. Someone said in the chat on one of my live streams, there's one a couple hours away up in northern Iowa, maybe in a couple weeks, so I might have to hit that one. Let's see here. Lumpy Dog says, maybe bring a 12-pack of Mr. Brown's iced coffee and try to lure Joel out in the open. Yeah, Mr. Brown's would get him here every stream. I've never tried that stuff, so I don't know if he gets it online or if he just gets it local. I've never seen it for sale anywhere. Maxwell Soneman is here. Hey, hey, hey. What is up, Maxwell? My nose is itching. Someone's talking about me. Yeah, it went over everyone's head, but I did get the Mr. Brown's. I just don't, I didn't get the inside joke on the others, but the Mr. Brown's. Yeah, Joel's going to be at the ALA. I know Jeremy is going to be at the ALA, and Corey's going to be there. Seems like maybe I heard Lucas was going to be there too. John Bedker says there were 1,100 people there. Yeah, I hated it because I was watching everybody, and I mean, there was some awesome stuff there. There really was. And it stunk so bad, and I wish now, because the rest of the day and the afternoon was really nice. I mean, the snow didn't stick, it didn't stay, it melted. I mean, I'd even seen earlier in the morning some people that were going to be doing booths were saying not going to make it because of the weather, and I mean, it was just basically one of those hype deals. And I've made that trip to Davenport with the snow before, and it just makes that trip so long. And the people are crazy on the interstate when there's snow on it, and I really wish that I would have went. Let's see here. Michael Trevino says, Jeff, do you like big butts and cannot lie? Question mark. Yeah, I guess I do. Amazon has Mr. Brown several types. Okay, cool. Someone want to come clean a 180 for me? Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? If that's how you were paid in super chats, if your subscribers came and just did water changes sporadically throughout the week, that would be cool. Dank says, my bad, been muted. Nice. You just thought that I probably lost my audio. You're like, Jeffro lost his audio again. Yeah, Dank, I bet you the stage fright is starting to hit you. We're about 15 minutes away from you going live, so let's see. Joel says, I might have to grapple with a few yoppers while I'm there. Yeah, it's kind of cool whenever they have those, and a lot of people get together, because, you know, I would have loved to went to this one, and I would have, but I've got a work thing Saturday, and it's for the MDA, and it's for kids, and I'm going to do a MDA walk for some kids over in Iowa City, Iowa. So yeah, I was wondering the same thing, Michael. Hey, Bob Kaler's here, and he says, hi, Jeffro, just coming in. Well, thanks for coming in. We're going to go for another 15 minutes, and then after I'm done, over at Sergeant Tank Pets YouTube channel, Jeremy and Mr. Dank Tanks is going live, and the stream name is something to do with dart frogs. So I'm looking forward to that one. I'm going to head over there after I get done, and I think all you guys should too. Dank's pretty cool, and him and Jeremy's got something conjured up. Mr. B says, yoppers, question mark. Dank Tank says, yup, twice. I ate it though. Didn't want to waste any. Dank says, nerves are a funny thing. Hey, you know. Yo, youpers. Yeah, I said yoppers. Yeah, youpers. Yeah, I get it now. From the Upper Peninsula. I was thinking he was saying yoppers, like maybe Lucas was going to be there and some of the other guys. And yoppers is just some kind of, you know, Washington thing. You know, like dorks or geeks or whatever. I don't even know where I'm going with this. Yeah, youpers. Lumpy Dog, don't worry, Joel. The Michiganders got it. So, Lumpy Dog, is that where you're from? Is up in Michigan? I'm assuming. Because that's going to be pretty cool if you get to go to that. I think it's Grand Rapids, Michigan. I think whenever I originally looked at it, it would have been a 6-hour drive for me, which, that's cool. The old youpers. Let's see here. Make sure I'm caught up. YouTubers are a different animal altogether. Yeah, Jill, they are. All of them running around with cameras, and yeah, it's kind of funny. And you know, I'm not very far from Chicago either. I could have went to the aquatic experience too. Lumpy Dog says, yes, Michigan. I'm 10 minutes from where President Trump was at tonight. Cool. Yeah, I'm pretty positive he's been here to Iowa quite a bit. That's one thing that is nice about living in Iowa. When politicking season starts hitting and they start running for candidacy, they hit Iowa quite a bit, because I think Iowa's like a swing state or something. Joel says, Lucas is fun in person. Last time I hung with him, he was all stressed out doing the aquascaping competition. Yeah, I've got it worked out with him that sometime this summer, we haven't got a date pinched down yet, I'm going to get to go out and do a fish room tour and do a video on it and stuff. So he's just really busy right now, and he said that he would do it, you know, so I've got that confirmed. I just don't have it confirmed when. And then I'm also working with Jeremy from Sergeant Tank Pets, going to go see him this summer. And then I'm going to go out to Mile High Plecos over in the state of Colorado this summer. So I thought that I would do 3, like, and I might even go see King Lee too. I've been talking to King Lee a little bit. He's in the middle of redoing his fish room though. So I don't know. He said he would, but right now he's in the middle of that. I think he's trying to launch his website, and I think he knew that you guys were coming too. I think you and Corey are going to stop and see him or something like that. So, yeah, it is awesome, Joel. I'm looking forward to it. I wanted to, that's one good way to grow your channel is to work with other YouTubers, and you know, you also get stuff to make a video out of it, and plus you get to meet some cool people. Like, I would love to sit down with Lucas for an hour and just pick his brain, and maybe I could even do one of those interview things. I don't even know if he's really been sat down and done an interview. I thought that would be cool. So yeah, Mile High Plecos would be a fun one. I think that I could capture some really cool footage there. And I can't wait to meet him. Me and him talk quite a bit throughout the week. And yeah, and I think if I get to go meet him, I for sure get to meet Priscilla because she's really close. So that would be really cool. We could do some kind of a big YouTube hangout thing. And Mr. B's Fish says they will be cool. Yeah, I can't wait to meet him. I could have met Lucas last weekend too. He was down in St. Louis, and that's only a few hours away from me. We had a pretty good stream with him last night. He went live, and I did a super chat, and then Michael did a super chat, and then Betsy Cummings did a super chat, and then I did a big super chat, and it really made his day. I mean, it like brought him up, and it was really cool. I hadn't ever done that big of a super chat before either. I don't know what I was doing. It was kind of cool. So he's a really cool guy. Yeah, Maxwell. Yeah, he's an awesome guy. If I could ever learn as much as he's forgotten, I mean, he's pretty smart. And what I like about him is he does a little bit of stuff off the wall every once in a while, and experiments a little bit, and I like that. Like to try to pick up some techniques from him, and maybe some really cool fish while I'm there. That's what I'm looking forward to, because people always help him out whenever he goes places, and they give him really cool stuff, and he's got some really awesome inlers and some different things, and I guarantee you, I bring my son with me and I can give him some sob stories and get some fish off of him. Let's see here. Someone should organize a YouTube Fish Keeper Rewind. Yeah, that would be kind of cool. Mr. B's, LOL, inside Lucas' head would be a scary place to be. Cool. HC Aquatic says that was cool. Lumpy Dog, thank you. Hey, F you too. Joel says, Jeffro, you got an opinion on wood routers? I don't know what a wood router is. That's my answer, and I'm sticking to it. Maxwell says, what are you looking to buy? For me? Are you talking to me, Maxwell? Mr. B's Fishing Thing says, plunge routers. I like using a table. Oh, routers. You got an opinion on wood routers? I haven't used a wood router since I thought you were talking like internet router, and I'm like, a wood internet router? I'm blonde. I swear to God, I'm blonde. I haven't used a wood router in a long time, but I could see where a person in our hobby would use them quite a bit, but I haven't used one since high school. I like them. They make a nice rounded edge on wood. Oh, a handheld. Yeah, those are nice. So you were wanting to know advice on what one to get or something like that. Yeah, I would like either one, actually. Handheld. I've got a handheld skill saw, and I would rather have a table saw. And I saw one on Facebook Marketplace, but the guy that was selling it said something needed some work, some TLC or something like that, and I thought, nah, I don't know if I'd be able to get that going. But yeah, I would like to get a table saw. I've got a video coming out this coming Thursday where I got to use a tile saw in the video, and I make a montage about halfway through the video, and I make that cutting tile look so awesome. I was like, how can you make it look that good? And then there's some bloopers and some funny stuff in there too. I was making a pleco cave. Maxwell says, yeah, you, and he had asked, what are you looking to buy? I'm not really looking to buy anything right now. All I've got as far as tiger endlers, or no, sorry, all I've got as far as endlers go is I've got some red bar endlers, and that's all I've got for endlers. Now I do have females that are cleaned out, so I could probably get just about any kind of a male, but I know whenever I go out and see Priscilla this summer, she's going to do some trading for some ram's horn snails and some guppy grass and some of her endlers. But yeah, like I've just seen numerous different types of endlers that Lucas has, and I would be pretty much okay with just about any of them actually, other than just your standard endler. I mean, I fell in love with endlers and I purchased these on Aquabid. They were a good price and I got them and I love them, but they're just a plain red bar endler, you know. I mean, every once in a while they'll throw some different variations of color, like their tail stripes would be white instead of red, and some of them will have a lightning bolt. Let's see here. As for brand, I like the Makita. Makita's a good brand. Yeah, Michael says, don't ever buy a used table saw. Yeah. Let's see here. DeWalt is nice too. Yep. Let's see. How does a man live without a table saw? Yeah, I know. I hand cut everything. So like the video where I made the mat and filter not too long ago, and I had to cut the 45-degree angle on that 3/4 inch PVC. I just hand cut it. I had it on my deep freeze in the basement, and I set my skill saw to a 45-degree, and I just hand cut it. It's not great at all. And you know what? Table saws are cheap. I don't really have an excuse except for every time I get money to spend, I spend it on fish. So I really do need to get a table saw, and my only excuse is I have been buying way too many plecos here lately. Let's see here. Romaine Paul says he's the type of guy to use $100 bills to wipe if his napkin's made out of $100 bills. I don't know who you're talking about, but that's not me. I don't know, Priscilla. I know whenever I come out there, I'm hoping Michael already has a bunch of baby leopard frog plecos. Priscilla's asking, wait, what, you want to come pick it up? I can ship you the guppy grass and the snails, no problem. And I mean, you could ship me the endlers too if you wanted to, but I was just thinking, since I'm going to be bringing probably a dozen baby leopard frog plecos home, I would probably bring home. What I would do is I would make sure and be set up for a trip home to be able to take fish home live, but we can chat about it too. It doesn't matter. We can do either way. Priscilla says just half listening. Joel says, cool, I'm thinking the DeWalt looks really versatile and not have to cart around my big old Bosch. Yeah, it would be nice to have a handheld. Can't go wrong with the DeWalt, Joel. Terry's Tropical Tank says LOL. Michael Trevino says plecos equals life. That's his tattoo on his left shoulder. Lumpy Dog, the last 2 times my table saw got used, it was by friends that borrowed it. Yeah, this little tile saw that I borrowed from my buddy to cut these slate tiles, it's a cool little saw, but you'll have to wait in the video to see what the outcome. I mean, it cut everything perfectly, but there's some funny stuff in the video. But he told me I could keep it as long as I wanted, so I've got a tile saw now, and I'll be able to make pleco caves forever, you know. Oh, yeah, it is 8:58. Thanks for the stream. Great job. Gotta go. Late here. Fish Tropic has the OK sign. Michael Trevino says tattoo on my left butt cheek. Yeah. Bob says thanks for the stream, Jeffro. Thanks for stopping in, Bob. Joel says gotta go. Vicky needs my help. Great stream, Brodsky. Thanks for stopping in, guys. It really means a lot. Like I said earlier in the stream, I am doing a giveaway. There's 20 people here still. Monday at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time, my video will drop that will explain the giveaway and what it is and what it's for and how to enter the giveaway. And I'm going to go ahead and get off of here because Sergeant Tank Pets is going live now with Mr. Dank Tanks. And everybody that can, head on over there, and I'll meet you in the live chat here in a few minutes whenever I get all this live stream stuff shut down. Again, thanks everyone that came in here. You guys made it for a great stream. It started off a little slow, but everybody picked it up, and we'll see you next Saturday at 8 p.m. Have a good one, guys.